His first single off of Iceman, What Did I Miss, drops from number 8 to number 23, is third week on the chart. His second single, Which One, featuring Central C, is projected to debut in the top 10 on the Billboard charts this week. Listen, man. I don't see Drake having any number one songs off of this album. And I think a lot of it has to do with his beef with Kendrick Lamar. Like, it's safe to say, like, Drake's beef with Kendrick Lamar 100% has affected his career in a negative way. And it's not just the fact that he lost the beef. It's the fact of it's what he did after the beef, right? Like, a lot of people already think you lost the beef. Kendrick Lamar obviously put out the biggest song of his career during that beef, Not Like Us. And after that, you decide to file a lawsuit against your record label. And you filed a lawsuit against radio stations like iHeartRadio. So I don't think anybody should be surprised that Drake's record label isn't pushing his songs to be number one. And it's obvious that the radio stations, they're not playing Drake's music like they used to. Once he filed that lawsuit, the radio stations is like, fuck Drake. Like, why we gonna play his music? And he tried to sue us, and he tried to accuse us of payola, which is illegal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you do something like that, bro, that can cause, people to permanently never want to, do any type of good business with you again. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the craziest part about this is Kendrick Lamar's song with SZA Luther. This song has been on the Billboard charts for 35 weeks, y'all. The peak, it went number 1. And in its 35th week, it's still in the top 10. It's currently at number 9. That is incredible, man. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. That is incredible, man. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I don't think Drake should put out any more music until this lawsuit is dealt with, man. I think Drake needs to sit down. I think Drake's team and Universal Music Group, you need to sit down with your label and come to some type of solution, bro. Maybe you can come to some type of settlement where they pay you something, or maybe you re-up on your deal and you get paid a little bit more than what you got before. Because at this point in time, bro, like, what you guys are going to see happen is it's going to look like Drake fell off, right? Like, right now, Drake is obviously still relevant. The fact that What Did I Miss debuted at number 2 is incredible. No Kia hit number 2. Which One is projected to be in the top 10. They're saying it's going to be at either number 8 or number 9. That's good. Most artists don't even get a number 1 hit song on the Hot 100 Billboard charts in their career. Drake has done it multiple times. He's still in the top 10, still having songs go number 2. But, Drake is putting this pressure on himself because, remember, when What Did I Miss debuted at number 2, Drake decided to go on Instagram and say, I'm gonna get number 1. I don't care what's going on. I'm gonna get number 1. And then the next week the song goes to number 8. Then it goes to number 23. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys gotta understand, man. Like, all of these songs on the Billboard charts, bro, it's all about how much money your label is putting into the song. It's not about who has the best song. It's not about how many views the song gets on YouTube. It's about how much money. It's about 2 things. How much money is the record label putting into your song, and how much times is the radio stations playing your song? And unfortunately, because Drake is suing his record label, they're not putting money into pushing his songs, and the radio stations aren't playing Drake's songs like they used to because he accused them of payola, right? He filed a lawsuit against iHeartRadio. He ended up dropping it, right? But why would the radio stations be playing Drake songs like they used to? He tried to sue them and accuse them of doing something illegal. You understand what I'm saying? You guys got to understand, bro. Like, if Drake wasn't Drake, like, that would have been career suicide. The fact that he's still dropping songs and they're still going in the top 10, that's incredible, man. But, Drake has to understand that I don't think Drake should expect any songs off of this album to go number 1. I don't see it happening, bro. The only way that can happen is if he drops the lawsuit, and Drake is going to have to go out of his way to fix his relationship with the radio stations, bro. He has to do it. He's going to have to go to a Hot 97 and sit down and do an interview with Ebro. He's going to have to go to the Breakfast Club and sit down and do an interview with Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy. He's going to have to, because his relationship right now with the radio stations is tarnished. It's not, listen, guys, you guys got to understand this. It's not normal for a song to debut at number 2 and then 2 weeks later it's at 23. That is not normal. It's not. That means that the radio stations are not playing your songs, bro. The only reason why the song debuted so high is because of streaming, and it's because of YouTube views. That's why. That's the only reason why every time Drake drops a song, it debuts in the top 10. It's because of his fans, bro. But when the radio stations is not playing your song, and when the record label is not spending money to the radio stations to play your song more than they should, it's not going number 1. So, Drake, don't drop any more songs off of Iceman until this lawsuit with your record label is dropped, bro. You got to sit down with the label. You got to come to some type of agreement and just stop putting out music, bro. Because at this point, it's only going to get worse, bro. You know? People are going to start looking at Drake like how they look at Ja Rule. I hate to say that, but that's what's going to eventually happen, bro. Like, imagine if Drake puts out this Iceman album, right? And the album doesn't go number 1 and the album only sells like 200,000 first week. Everybody's going to say Drake fell off. Everybody's going to say Kendrick Lamar ended Drake's career. Let's be honest. Like, let's keep it real. Like, we got to be honest about this, bro. Like, Drake's beef with Kendrick Lamar has negatively impacted his career. And the only reason why his career is not over is because Drake is already solidified. Drake is turning 40 this year. He's put out plenty of albums. He's dropped consistently. I think that's the biggest difference between Drake and Kendrick is Drake puts out music every year, bro. You know, Kendrick sometimes goes 2 or 3 years without putting out any music. You know? So Drake is solidified. He has nothing to prove. He's already broken a ton of records. But as far as putting out new albums, bro, I think the best thing to do is drop this lawsuit, take some time off, go do some interviews with the radio stations, bro, and come back and just start clean, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not looking good for the boy right now. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's just not. All of his fans on Twitter, they keep thinking every song he puts off of this album is going number 1, and it's just not, bro. Like, they don't understand that the record labels control everything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a majority of the music industry is owned by Universal, bro. Like, if they don't want you to go number 1, you're not going number 1. It's just not happening, bro. It's a machine. All this shit is rigged, bro. All this shit is, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, put it this way, nobody's bigger than the label, bro. Look at what happened to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson said Sony Records was trying to kill him. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember, Michael Jackson actually owned a part of Sony Records. He owned the Beatles catalog, and then he ended up coming out saying Sony Records was trying to do something to him. You feel me? Like, nobody's bigger than the labels, bro. And Drake has to understand that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm still excited for Iceman. That third song that Drake played on episode 2 of Iceman when he walked out the elevator, the fire beat that he played, like he talked at the beginning and then it just was the beat. That song sounds like a smash. You feel me? I don't care if the songs go number 1. Drake is the one that cares if the songs go number 1. I just want to hear a new album, bro. Honestly, bro. You know, listen, I don't think Drake has anything else to prove, bro. I don't. You know? But he should stop putting this pressure on himself that you gotta put out a number 1 song. Bro, you don't, bro. You've already put out multiple number 1 songs. At this point in your career, bro, your number 1 priority should be satisfying your fans, bro. That's it. But as long as you keep, you know, bringing up your beefs and songs and saying that this song's going number 1, you're just gonna keep being compared to Kendrick, and it's just, at this point, it's just not a good look, bruh. So let me know what y'all think about this video. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, leave a comment. And you already know when Drake drops episode 3 for Iceman, we gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.